Right now, as you watch this, there is money in the Social Security and Medicare system that already has your name on it. Not money you might earn someday. Not money you have to qualify for by filling out some long application. Money you already built up through decades of work, through taxes, through a spouse's earnings, through a plan you paid into every month. The SSA is not going to call you about it. Your Medicare plan is not going to send a reminder. And several of what I'm about to cover have quiet windows. They close without notice, and once they close, what was sitting there for you is simply gone. I went through the rules. I found 4 specific payouts that a significant number of Americans 60 and older have already earned and are not collecting right now. For each one, I'll tell you who qualifies, what the dollar amounts look like, and the one step it takes to act on it. If this is the kind of breakdown you need, plain English, real numbers, no guessing, subscribe now and turn on notifications. These rules change every year, and when they change, nobody explains what it means for your check. The people who know are the ones who found out before the window closed. And before we go further, everything in this video is general information, not financial or legal advice. These programs have specific eligibility rules that depend on your situation. I'll give you the numbers and the steps, but confirm the details directly with SSA or your Medicare plan. Let's start with payout number 1, the spousal benefit top-up. This is the one where the gap between what people are actually receiving and what they're entitled to is largest in pure dollar terms. And the reason so many couples are missing it comes down to one false assumption: that Social Security sorted this out automatically when they applied. It did not. Here is how it works. If your spouse receives Social Security and their monthly benefit is larger than yours, you may be entitled to receive up to 50% of their benefit, on top of, or instead of, your own smaller amount. On a spouse bringing in $2,400 a month, that is a potential top-up of $1,200 every single month, permanently. SSA does not compare your 2 records and send you the higher amount. These are 2 separate claims, processed separately. Millions of couples who have been on Social Security for years, sometimes a decade or more, are receiving less than they're entitled to because nobody told them a second claim existed. The action here is a single phone call. Call SSA at 1-800-772-1213. Bring both Social Security numbers and ask specifically whether a spousal benefit top-up applies to your situation. The call takes about 20 minutes. If it applies, you get a permanent increase to your monthly income. Payout number 2 is the one that carries the most emotional weight of everything I'm going to cover today. And it is also the one where SSA's silence is most costly. This is the survivor benefit switching strategy. It applies to widows and widowers, and it is one of the most consistently overlooked strategies in the entire Social Security system. When a spouse passes away, the surviving partner is entitled to receive up to 100% of the deceased's Social Security benefit, if that amount is larger than their own. The average monthly survivor benefit in 2026 is $1,863. Most widows and widowers know this at a basic level. What almost no one knows is what you can do with the timing. Survivor benefits can begin as early as age 60, and here is the strategy SSA will almost never walk you through. You can claim the reduced survivor benefit starting at 60, bringing in real income, while leaving your own personal retirement benefit completely untouched. Your own benefit keeps growing at 8% per year past your full retirement age, all the way to age 70, when it reaches its maximum. At 70, you look at both numbers. If your own benefit has grown larger, you switch. If the survivor benefit is still larger, you stay on it. Either way, you've had income throughout your entire 60s, while also preserving the option to lock in the highest possible lifetime benefit. People who plan to wait until 70 for their own benefit sometimes assume they should skip survivor benefits entirely and wait. That is a costly mistake. These 2 things are not mutually exclusive. You are not choosing one or the other. You can collect the survivor benefit now and still maximize your own benefit later. SSA does not explain this combination unless you specifically ask. Ask. Now I want to hear from you. Of the 4 payouts in this video, drop a comment below and tell me which one surprised you most. I read through the comments, and your answers genuinely shape what I cover next. Payout number 3. In January 2025, a law was signed that eliminated 2 long-standing rules that had for decades quietly reduced Social Security benefits for a specific group of Americans. Those 2 rules were called the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. The law that ended them is called the Social Security Fairness Act. If you spent part of your career in a job with its own pension, teaching, public safety, firefighting, federal civil service, and that job did not pay into Social Security, these 2 provisions may have been cutting your SS benefit for years, sometimes dramatically. The Fairness Act eliminated both of them, retroactive to January 2024. That means SSA owed back payments to affected people covering all of 2024, plus permanently higher monthly payments going forward. SSA has been processing these corrections through 2025 and into 2026. The numbers are significant. The average one-time retroactive payment for affected recipients has been approximately $6,710. Monthly benefits have increased by an average of $360 per month permanently. But here is the problem. Not every eligible case has been fully processed. Some people who are entitled to both the back pay and the ongoing increase have not yet seen the adjustment in their check. If you receive, or previously received, a government pension from a job where you did not pay into Social Security, as a teacher, firefighter, police officer, or federal employee, and your SS benefit was reduced under the old rules, call SSA at 1-800-772-1213. Ask specifically whether your account has been updated under the Social Security Fairness Act and whether any retroactive payment is pending on your record. Write that question down before you call. That exact phrase will get you to the right answer faster. Payout number 4 is different from the others because it does not require a phone call to SSA or an appeal form. It just requires you to check something that is almost certainly already sitting in your account. If you are enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan, roughly half of all Medicare recipients are, your plan almost certainly includes what is called an over-the-counter benefit. This is a monthly or quarterly allowance loaded onto a prepaid card or into an account that you can spend on health-related items without a prescription. Vitamins, pain relievers, cold and flu medicine, dental care products, first aid supplies, blood pressure monitors. The specific list varies by plan, but the coverage is real and the amounts are meaningful. The 2026 average OTC benefit across Medicare Advantage plans is over $400 per year. Some plans provide $1,200 to $2,400 or more annually. Here is the number that should concern you. According to CMS data, roughly 70% of these benefits go unused every single year. That is approximately $5 billion sitting in accounts that expire without being spent. The most common reason is simple. People enrolled in Medicare Advantage either don't know the benefit exists, or they got a card in the mail and didn't understand what it was for. And most OTC benefits don't roll over. If yours resets quarterly, what you haven't spent by the end of the quarter is gone. To check your balance, log into your plan's member portal or call the member services number on the back of your Medicare card. Ask specifically about your OTC benefit balance and how to use it. Do it now, before the current period closes. So here's the full picture. 4 payouts that belong to people who have already earned them, and that the system will not deliver unless you take one step. The spousal benefit top-up, up to 50% of your spouse's benefit, applied separately with a 20-minute call to 1-800-772-1213. The survivor benefit switching strategy. Collect the survivor benefit from age 60 while your own retirement benefit grows to its maximum at 70. 2 income sources, not a choice between them. The WEP and GPO corrections under the Social Security Fairness Act. If you had a government pension from a job outside Social Security, an average of $6,710 in back pay, and $360 more per month may be waiting on your record right now. In the Medicare Advantage OTC benefit, a prepaid allowance your plan has already funded for you, $400 or more per year on average, that 70% of people never spend. None of these come looking for you. The one difference between the people who collect this money and the people who don't is knowing it exists. Subscribe to this channel and share this video with someone you know who is on Social Security or Medicare. One of these 4 payouts may be exactly what they needed to hear.